Hello there, greetings. This is Untitled from English for Africa channel, and this is Beginner's English Lesson 9. Today we are going to talk about personal pronouns, and it's going to be about objective pronouns. This lesson is very much important for those of you who are beginners, and this lesson we are going to talk about the meaning of object pronouns, and then we are going to talk about how to make object pronouns, and the basic differences between subjective pronouns and objective pronouns will be covered, and the use of objective pronouns with brief examples is going to be given to you again. And finally, we are going to talk about how to identify object pronouns, and again, how to replace object nouns with object pronouns. And lastly but not least, I'm going to give you good and brief examples as well as exercises that you can do so as to get good know-how about this grammar lesson. So let's get started. Stay tuned. So first, let's define what an objective pronoun is. And an objective pronoun indicates who or what received the action. Sometimes it is referred to as objective pronouns or object pronoun. The same name applies. So look these two examples. I love Chinese food. In the first sentence, I, the subject pronoun, which comes before the verb. And the second sentence, we have my friend loves it. It is an object pronoun, this sentence, and it comes after the verb. So it replaces here the object noun food in the first sentence. Let's discuss about how to measure object pronouns. We do have 8 object pronouns in English language. Me, as, you in the singular form, you in the plural form, him, her, them, and it. These are the 8 object pronouns in the English language. And this is how you can mix them. I becomes me, you becomes, it stays the same, you. He becomes him, she becomes her, it stayed the same, it becomes it, that means. We becomes us, you stayed the same, in the plural form again here, you. They becomes them. So don't forget again here, you and it functions both as a subject pronoun and an object pronoun. You have these examples, for instance, it is my favorite book. We have used it as subject pronoun in this sentence, and we can change it even as object pronoun. I like to read it. It is used to replace the object noun in the first sentence, book. So have this in mind, and let's continue looking at the basic differences among the two pronouns, subject and object pronouns. So this is what makes them different. An object pronoun functions as the object of a verb or preposition, but in contrast, subject pronouns is the subject of a verb. So in this example, he begged her to live with him. We have her as the object of the verb begged and him as object of the preposition with. So I think you have understood. Let's take another example again here. She told them the truth. Them is used as object of the verb told in this sentence. I think you have seen the distinction. She is the subject pronoun in this sentence, whereas them is the object pronoun. So don't forget, object pronouns are used instead of object nouns, usually because we already know what the object is. Look this example. She is my friend. I really enjoy being with her. Her is used in the place of the object noun in the first sentence, friend. Rather than repeating friend, which makes it awkward and boring in our written material or in our speech, we replace it with object pronoun in this sentence. The same applies here. I like this film. I saw it last week. I like this film. I saw this film last week. It's awkward, isn't it? It's a little bit boring. So we replace it with the right object pronoun it in this sentence. So this is how we can make a distinction. So now let's come to the uses of object pronouns in the English grammar. So I'm going to talk about 3 uses. Firstly, object pronouns can be used in the place of nouns, or it means to replace a noun in a sentence. Don't forget, always beware, remember the noun it replaces can't be the subject of the sentence. And instead, it replaces an object noun, which is a noun that received the action of the verb. Look this example. She meets Tergat. She invites him to her house. To haircut is the object noun in this sentence, and we replace it with the object pronoun him. So the subject of this sentence is, as you can see from the sentence, it is she, the pronoun she. Secondly, object pronouns can go after a verb, or they can function as the object of a verb in a sentence. Look at this sentence, I love you. We can say, I love. It's not correct. So the right way of saying is I love you, because object pronouns go after a verb. Object pronouns even can go after prepositions, or they can function as object of preposition in a sentence. Look at this example. Listen to me. I'm in love with her. So you can say I'm in love with she, which is a little bit funny and awkward. So the right way of saying is what I have told you. Look at these examples so that can be clear about what I have discussed. I like you, but you don't like me. So we have two object pronouns which comes after a verb, you and me. Do you really hate her? Her is the object pronoun which comes after the verb hate. She loves sitting next to him. We have two as preposition, and the object pronoun comes after the preposition to. And in form sentence, she always writes email to us. Again, we have two, the preposition here, and the object pronouns comes after the preposition to. He is talking to her about it. We have two prepositions in this sentence, to and about. So the object pronouns follows the preposition in this sentence. So having this in mind, how do we identify object pronouns in sentence? It's going to be easy. Just follow me. Firstly, what you need to do is finding the object of a sentence. To do that, you follow these steps. Locate the nouns and the verbs and mentally separate them from the rest of the words the sentence contains. It's going to be easy because both the subject and object of the sentence will be nouns or pronouns. So you need to be careful again when you do that. The subject will be the one doing the action of the verb or the verb describes, and the object is the noun or pronoun receiving the action. So let's have a little bit example in here. So in this first sentence, I give you the subject in yellow color, the verbs are in blue, and the objects are underlined. Jomo took her to work Monday. So we have the subject Jomo, the verb took, and the object her. Will you please tell them to come in? We have the object here, tell, and you is the subject. He told you a lie about where he was Saturday. Our grandparents gave us a candy and our teeth are just fine. I hope you have understood how you can easily figure out or identify object pronouns from these examples. So let's move on. You may be asked to replace object nouns with object pronouns. So how you do that? Let's discuss about this point. Look, this is a sentence. Cuckoo ate the ice cream. You may be asked to replace the object noun with object pronoun. How you do that? Firstly, you need to identify the subject. Cuckoo is the subject of the sentences. The verb is ate, and we have the object noun, which is ice cream. So once you have identified the object noun, it's going to be easy. You will know which word can be replaced by an appropriate object pronoun. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. In our example sentence, the phrase the ice cream can be replaced with the right object pronoun, and this is how we can do it. Cuckoo ate the ice cream. We have object noun in here, so the right object pronoun is it, because ice cream is a thing, it's an object. That's why we did it in this way. Again, there is another thing you need to be careful again. Just like subject pronouns that we have discussed in the last episode, object pronouns can be singular or plural, masculine or feminine, or gender neutral. So all the rules we have discussed last time applies here too in this object pronouns. So these are the examples that you get. Can you help me? I know you. So we have it's the singular you in here. She's in love with him. He phones her every day. I don't like it. Wait for us. A little bit tricky here. The plural you is used in this sentence, but it's hidden because it's an imperative sentence. Call them this evening. So these are the 8 object pronouns with an example. Now we come to an exercise. So I'm going to give you a little time to replace each subject pronoun with corresponding object pronoun in this sentence. I have given you an example. I love. So she is given in here. So we're going to replace it with her because it's feminine in here. That's used. So let me give you just a fraction of seconds to figure out how you can replace these sentences. Hope you got it. Here we go again. Second exercise. You are going to insert object pronouns for these sentences from your own. 5 seconds you get. The next questions. Well, these are the answers so that you can just correct yourself if you have made any mistakes. And this will take us to the end of our today's episode. Thank you very much for being with me. And don't forget to watch the previous episode 8 about personal object pronouns so that you can be clearly understood what personal pronouns means. I'll leave the video link below, and don't forget to practice and watch these 2 episodes of personal pronouns. The next lesson in the next Friday is going to be about possessive personal pronouns. And until I see you next time, bye-bye for now. Bye.